So it is Monday. The idea is to read maybe 2 volumes of the Doctor Who Time Lord fairy tales, but Spring into Manga Love has also started today, so I want to read at least 1 volume of Food Wars. It's back there on the shelf. I just haven't gone to grab it yet. I need to go out and water all of the plants real quick. My work day is going to begin. I have a buddy read with Shay and Lindsay for Winter from the Lunar Chronicles. I have a good chunk of that I need to get done today too. It's going to be an adventure. I may or may not be doing a photo shoot depending on how weather and people feel. Otherwise, that's pretty much going to be my day. I'm not sure how much I'm going to get vlogged because, like I said, the workers are going to be downstairs making a whole heck of a lot of noise, finishing up the bookshelves downstairs, which I'm really super excited about. I'll probably sneak you down there at some point. But off to the flowers. So just a quick look of what I've got out here. I'm trying to grow a whole bunch of lettuce for the guinea pigs, and then of course for my trellises I'm gonna have moonflowers and morning glories. I absolutely love those. I've already shown you the vegetable garden out back. Someday I want to have a raised bed, but with the workers going in and out right now, pot garden is how we're gonna do it. But otherwise, these are the little babies I have out front. I have a few pots with trellises with, once again, the lettuce and the moonflowers and the morning glories. That's pretty much it. I'm not really that complicated because half the time, 75, 80, 90% of the time, I can't really grow anything. So we'll see how this actually goes. It is the end of the workday. I managed to get through like 150 pages of Winter, so I'm caught up with my buddy read now, which means I can now focus on both Rama and Spring into Manga Love. I did read The Three Little Sontarans. This is book 11 of the 16 that I need to read for Readorama. I'm only gonna read one of these per day. I have about 5 more that I need to read. I figured I space them out that way just so I feel like I'm continuing doing Readorama and I don't end it early. I sort of like this one's. I mean, Sontarans are kind of interesting beings, and I can very much see them as the 3 little pigs, especially with the fact that they don't back down and they don't always come up with the greatest of plans, and they're very much willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater goal, not necessarily the greater good. So it made sense, but it was okay, I guess. Now, my focus for the rest of the evening after I go and do a photo shoot for a friend of mine and come back and get food because I'm gonna be hungry is to get maybe a couple of volumes of Food War in. I want to get through at least 3 volumes of Food War sometime this week. I know in my TBR I talked about wanting to do 15 volumes. I'm still a little on the fence. I want to give it at least 3 volumes so I can see whether or not it's something that I fully want to dive into. I also realized that I am missing a couple of volumes. I believe 4, 6, and 7 I don't have, and so I was gonna read them digitally if this is something that I really, really want to dive into. Read them digitally and then eventually get them physically. So at least 3 of these, and if I decide to dive into maybe Alice in the Country of Hearts or Alice in the Country of Clovers, maybe I'll go that way. And I believe I've also got Honey So Sweet, so I might read that as well. But I'm just watching the cat crawl into the sound system. But at least these 3 volumes for sure. I also did get a box of exciting art supplies, so I might open those for you guys now. I mean, it's exciting for me. I don't know if it's exciting for you guys. So for my birthday, I may have gone a little bit crazy, especially after I found out that Copic was switching out their various ink refills. And so I've been just trying to grab up some of the old style ink refills since they're larger than the new ones. And they're going out of stock right now. And at some point they're going to switch over. So I have a whole ton of refills that I got. I have 222 Copic markers. I do not have all of the refills, nor did I manage to buy all of the refills. I have maybe 100 or so Copic refills at this point. It might be a little crazy, but I grabbed what I could because it just made sense to me. I mean, I don't know. I know the Copic refills are going to be about half the size that they are now. These are fairly large and they can refill the markers a good handful of times. And price point per milliliter, I didn't know if it was going to be equivalent, so I just grabbed. All the workers have gone home, so I wanted to sneak down here just because I can. And it looks like the edging is completely done on the bookcases. It looks lovely. I'm so excited. Oh, that is cool. So really quick before I go out and I do this photo shoot, this is the first time I've drove in like 2 months. I was half paranoid that the car wouldn't work, but it did. And just having the freedom to go where I wanted to in my car, I have missed that. I didn't know I missed that, but apparently I've missed that. But there's something else I have to show you because it just made me laugh hysterically. Excuse all the dust and everything in my car, but I nearly had a panic attack when I saw the time. I never changed it with the time change because I hadn't used my car often enough around the time change that this is an hour behind. It's 6 o'clock right now. I should probably change that. Did I just waste an hour and a half making spring rolls? Yes. Do I regret it? No. You're welcome. So my Monday the 18th reading wrap up. Of course, I finished that one volume of the Doctor Who Time Lord fairy tale, the Three Little Sontarans. I did get one chapter into Food Wars Volume 1. Let's be honest, I completely crashed last night. I had all the intentions to finish 1 or 2 volumes of manga. I decided to make spring rolls and then ate a whole bunch of spring rolls, and then I was non-existent for most of the night. But right before bed, I managed to get in 1 chapter of this. From what I can tell of just this first chapter, there is a lot of fan servicing going on in this. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Like I said, I'm only 1 chapter in. So far, all I can tell is Soma really, really, really wants to beat his dad at cooking the best food ever. Some people were trying to poach the shop. He managed to convince them that that wasn't what they wanted to do. And then Dad basically just said, we're gonna close up for 3 years or so. You were gonna go to school. I'm leaving the country. Good luck. So basically, Dad wants Soma to find his own wings, and he did it in the most aggressive way possible. I am interested to see how all of this plays out as he tries to get into the school and learn some more culinary things. Just not 100% sure how I feel about the fan servicing yet. I am gonna give it 3 volumes, because that's up to the point where I need to go find volume 4 somewhere. So I'm gonna give it those 3 and then see how that goes. I do have a Twitter sprint at 6/5 Central today, which means I'll probably get a chance to get through at least this volume and maybe 1 more. I hope some of you guys will be there. It's gonna be fun. But other than that, I'm gonna start the new day and I'm gonna end this vlog here. See you on the other side.